Hello to everyone, welcome back to the new video about the SQL injection. Today we will see how to bypass filter with different communication methods. Until now we have seen how to bypass login function, retrieve data with SQL injection with simple get parameters. We need to do a little recap about blind SQL injection. So how I already explained, the blind SQL injection don't let us to see the error response. So we need to understand if the query run or not, and this happens without seeing any errors in our response. Okay, it's important to understand a second order SQL injection. Second order SQL injection is not a simple injection attack that we have seen until now. For example, it's not send a request, the server get a request, process the query, and return a response. The second order injection works differently. In this case, the query will be stored into the database. We can see second order occurs when application take the user input from a request, but not don't run instantly, but store for a future use. Okay, it's used for an application to retrieve stored data and incorporate into a SQL query. So this let us to um, perform a malicious uh, inputs in request stored in database, and when the application retrieve this input from database, the query will be executed. So this is named the second order SQL injection. It's important to examine the database when we perform a SQL injection attack. Um, we um, we do today in this lab SQL injection with different communication methods. For example, in this lab we will see a filter bypass using XML encoding that is different by a simple query parameter. So start the lab. The description say labs contain SQL injection in its stock check feature. The results from a query are returned in the application response, so you can use a union attack to retrieve data from the other tables. Database contain a users table which contain username and password of a registered user. To solve the lab, perform a SQL injection attack to retrieve the admin user credential and log in to the account. Okay, so this is the lab. Start bar suite, start intercept, start with classic generic endpoint to add scope. Okay, forward hold. Okay, the lab is 0B. Okay, add to scope, show only in scope items. Okay, so now we can navigate, I think, in stock features, Slack view details, product ID, have okay, we have this and check stock to request. Okay, product stock. Okay, forward, disable intersect, go to target. We can see that we have in our target product stock. Okay, this is the request. We can send to okay, after we send our request to repeater, we can see our XML data. That's probably will be read and put into a query for SQL database. If we send a normal request, we got 550 units. Okay, now we can check to by manipulating the store ID input, user input. We got a message attack detected because the focus of the lab is to bypass filter. Probably there is WAF to detect attack, so we need to bypass this and run SQL query. I have my own XML based converter. Okay, XML based converter. We can try like try this as a first. So we use XML encoding to understand if we can bypass the filter. Okay, we are simply using a select null. As a first, we need to understand how many columns we need, because in a SQL injection with union-based approach, we need that our select query need to contain and ask for the same number of column of the first of the original query. So we use null to understand if how many column we need to extract. For example, try to send this. Okay, we simply got nothing, but we don't got attack detected message. Okay, we can try the same. Use information schema input tables and comment just to extract null value, but from another table. Okay, we can see that we don't have we don't say the attack detected. Okay, so we already bypassed it. So with XML encoding, we can bypass the firewall, the web application firewall, and we can execute our query. 0 unit refers that this null worked. We can maybe we don't need to. We can try another payload. Simple union select username from users. Try only this. So we are trying to don't set the oops, don't set the clause for the input because yeah, okay, that's work. Okay, because we don't need to close the inputs with one, but yes, we now encoded the our union query in XML encode to bypass the filter, okay, and avoid that server detect the attack. We select a single column. If we try with another one, probably not work. Union null username from users, probably not work because I think that the original query check for only one column. We are doing just to check. Yeah, null username. Okay, 0 units. No, not work. So yeah, we are sure that we need only one. What's happening? Only one column. Okay, so we are on focus with an administrator, so we can encode with XML a new query. Sorry, like union select pin password from users where username equals administrator. Check for this. Okay, union select password from users where username equal to administrator. Send request, and we got this. We have as a union, we executing first select and second select, so we got both results, and we got this. We can try to log in as administrator, disable bar. Okay, username administrator, set the password with copy and paste, login. Your username is administrator. Congratulations, you solved the labs. Okay, for summarize, we've seen how to bypass web application firewall with filter for SQL injection, and we did with XML encoding to bypass the filter and understand how to extract data. Um, there are also more advanced query that we can run, but I think that is enough for now. Okay, so thanks to everyone. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.